It's time for me to release an update on a video I recorded 9 months ago about how to perform complex math calculations in Bubble, because Bubble will now allow you to add parentheses into formulas, dynamic values that you're creating. This is something that has moved from experimental into just being available. So without further ado, let me just show you where you'd find it. You'd go into settings, and then in general, and scroll all the way down, and you would say show parentheses in dynamic expressions in editor. If I just untick that, I'll show you what we have without that. So let's say I wanted to do a search for books. Books is just a data type I've got, and I do a search for, and I pick another data type, say emails, and I do a count of those. Now, kind of basic, Bubble does not follow standard kind of mathematics orders of operation. It just goes from left to right. So you can use that to your advantage, but also it kind of hinders if you're bringing a expression that you've got in your head to your Bubble app. So if I wanted to say plus, then do another search for genre. And then do a count. So then this should do the multiplication, and then it should do the plus after. I can't really remember my high school maths well enough to know whether that makes sense or whether that is kind of breaking the rules of maths. But my point being is there are no parentheses there. So the best way around this, before Bubble added in the parentheses, use a Math.js plugin, add the element to the page, and then you could build an expression. And if you go into the documentation for Math.js, then there's tons of ways that you can use symbols to achieve really, really complex maths calculations, expressions. In fact, let me give you an idea. Here's the Math.js documentation, and there's stuff you can do in Maths, which is just far beyond what I can understand, and far beyond what you can do in Bubble. So if you are bringing like proper hardcore maths to your Bubble app, you might still need to use Math.js, in fact. But if you just want to be able to control the order of operation using existing expressions, remember you can do averages in here. In fact, it needs to be a number field. But there's a lot of different expressions that you can do in here. So but if I put on parentheses and go back, okay, it's actually already added them in place. But what this means is that you can add in. So if I add in, so here we go. I can add in more. Do I add it in within this set of brackets, so the outermost brackets, or do I add it in outside of the outermost brackets? I will just say why, because people might be putting in the comments, this has been available in Bubble for a while, and I would say, yes, it has. But I have been wary of experimental features because a couple of years ago, they did an experimental feature with time zones. Time zones are still a real nightmare to work with, not just in Bubble, but general software development. Time zones are a nightmare. Bubble made it easier a few years ago by launching an experimental feature. And that basically that you set a time zone on a page or a time zone in a workflow. But then they retired the experimental feature, and it took them several months to release a core feature that replicated the experimental feature. And if I'm honest, in the Bubble coaching sessions that I run, I don't think I've ever encouraged someone to use an experimental feature, simply because I don't want them to get burned by Bubble retiring it. So this is why it's good news that parentheses, brackets, whatever you call them in your part of the world, are now a baked-in feature, albeit an advanced option down here. So in fact, you can see what I was alluding to a moment ago, the time zone features. Yeah, I've got them all checked on. I probably would do that for most projects now, except if I really didn't want to worry about time zones. So if you've got any questions, please leave a comment below.